The massive shadow fell across New Geneva at exactly 14:32 GMT, blocking out the afternoon sun with the precision that only advanced alien technology could achieve. Commander Sarah Chen watched from the United Earth Defense Headquarters as the colossal mothership descended through the clouds, its crystalline hull gleaming with an otherworldly luminescence that hurt to look at directly. "Sir, we're receiving a transmission," reported Lieutenant Martinez, his fingers dancing across the holographic interface. "It's coming through on all frequencies simultaneously." The main screen flickered to life, revealing a being that defied human comprehension. The Zephyrian envoy stood 12 feet tall, its translucent skin pulsing with bioluminescent patterns that seemed to convey meaning beyond words. 6 arms moved in synchronized gestures, while its 3 eyes, each the size of a dinner plate, fixed upon the camera with unmistakable arrogance. Primitive inhabitants of the third planet, the creature's voice resonated through universal translators, carrying the weight of cosmic authority. "I am High Arbiter Veltharos of the Zephyrian Collective. Your species has been evaluated and found adequate for incorporation into our labor caste." Chen felt her jaw clench. Adequate. After humanity had split the atom, mapped the human genome, and sent probes to the edge of their solar system, they were merely adequate. You will surrender your weapons, disband your military forces, and prepare for systematic relocation to designated work colonies. Resistance is futile. We have conquered 733 worlds. Your primitive technology poses no threat to our supremacy. The transmission ended, leaving the command center in stunned silence. Chen looked around at her team, young faces that had grown up reading about alien contact, dreaming of peaceful first encounters and interstellar cooperation. This wasn't what any of them had imagined. Ma'am Dr. Elizabeth Hawthorne, the chief xenobiologist, cleared her throat. "Our preliminary scans of their ship indicate technology at least 3 centuries beyond our current capabilities. Their energy shields alone are designed to repel conventional weapons," Chen interrupted, a small smile playing at the corners of her mouth. "But they've made one critical error in their assessment." She turned to face her assembled officers, her eyes bright with the fire that had carried her through 3 wars and countless impossible situations. "They think like conquerors, not survivors. They see our technology and assume they understand our capabilities. But they've never encountered a species quite like humanity." Over the following 72 hours, as Zephyrian ships positioned themselves above every major city on Earth, something remarkable began to happen. The expected panic never materialized. Instead, humanity did what it had always done best: it adapted, evolved, and fought back with impossible creativity. In the underground laboratories of CERN, Dr. Yuki Tanaka made the breakthrough that would change everything. By reverse engineering fragments of Zephyrian hull material that had fallen during atmospheric entry, her team discovered that the aliens' advanced technology relied on quantum entanglement networks, vulnerable to a specific type of electromagnetic pulse, one that could only be generated using Earth's unique magnetic field as an amplifier. Meanwhile, in garages and makeshift workshops across 6 continents, ordinary humans began modifying everything from smartphones to satellite dishes. The global internet, which the Zephyrians had dismissed as a primitive communication network, became the nervous system of a planet-wide resistance. Video game designers found ways to hack alien navigation systems. Teenagers with 3D printers manufactured components for weapons that existed purely in theory just days earlier. The Zephyrians had expected submission, but they got ingenuity. They had anticipated fear, but they encountered defiance that burned across every culture, every nation, every human heart that refused to kneel. High Arbiter Veltharos received his first indication that Earth might be different from other conquered worlds when his flagship's primary shields flickered and died over the skies of Mumbai. The massive ship, which had dominated the horizon for days, suddenly found itself vulnerable to a coordinated assault, unlike anything in Zephyrian military doctrine. Human pilots in retrofitted aircraft swarmed the mothership like angry hornets, their improvised weapons targeting specific weaknesses identified by crowdsourced analysis of alien technology. On the ground, quantum-enhanced EMP cannons, designed and built in record time, sent cascading failures through Zephyrian systems. But the real surprise came from space itself. The International Space Station, abandoned and written off by the aliens as insignificant, revealed its true purpose as the control hub for a network of communication satellites that had been quietly modified over the past 3 days. In a synchronized pulse that lasted exactly 4.7 seconds, every satellite in Earth's orbital network broadcast the same quantum disruption signal. The effect was instantaneous and devastating. Across the planet, Zephyrian ships lost power, their crews suddenly cut off from the hive mind communication network that had made their species so effective at conquest. For the first time in their 3,000-year expansion across the galaxy, the Zephyrians found themselves isolated, confused and vulnerable. High Arbiter Veltharos materialized in the command center of his flagship, just as the emergency lighting cast everything in an ominous red glow. His 3 eyes dilated in shock as he realized the impossible had occurred. A primitive species had outmaneuvered the greatest military force in the known galaxy. Commander Chen's voice crackled through the alien ship's communication system, somehow bypassing every security protocol the Zephyrians possessed. "High Arbiter, this is Commander Sarah Chen of the United Earth Defense Force. I believe you wanted to discuss terms of surrender." The silence stretched between worlds and species, heavy with the weight of shifted power. Outside, across Earth's continents, 7 billion humans looked up at the darkened alien ships with a mixture of exhaustion, pride, and something that had never existed before in human history, the absolute certainty that they were not alone in the universe, and that they were strong enough to defend their place in it. The age of Terran power had begun not with conquest, but with the simple, unshakable human refusal to surrender their freedom to anyone, no matter how advanced, how powerful, or how inevitable their victory might have seemed.